Today is the day we've been waiting for. Shytoshi Kusama is finally back, and he's got some massive bombshells. Almost 2.6 trillion Shiba Inu has just been recorded. Nobody expected this, and this is the start of Shiba Inu's dream rally. What is happening? And why is this Shytoshi announcement crucial? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Something big just dropped today. Shytoshi Kusama literally shook the entire Shiba Inu community with this massive bombshell. Out of nowhere, he dropped some major hints about what's coming for Shiba Inu. And honestly, it's nothing short of game-changing. The way Shytoshi laid it out, it's clear that huge developments are on the horizon. And when I say huge, I mean something that could potentially shift the entire future of Shiba Inu, both for the community and for its price action. But that's not even the craziest part. While the community was still processing what Shytoshi just dropped, something even bigger started happening behind the scenes. Trillions, yes, trillions of Shiba Inu tokens have suddenly been around today. These kinds of moves don't happen every day. When you see trillions being shuffled like that, you know something major might be brewing. It's the kind of activity that usually hints at big players positioning themselves ahead of something. Could it be a breakthrough? Could it be preparation for a massive announcement? And I know what you're probably thinking right now. Has this news already started to shake up the Shiba Inu chart? Well, one analyst actually broke it down perfectly. According to him, even with all the volatility, Shiba Inu is still sitting around a strong support zone. And here's where it gets really interesting. He explained that if you still believe in Shiba Inu and you're confident in where it's headed, this could be a golden opportunity. He suggested gradually buying back from these levels, seeing at least a 20% upside from where it is right now, just on a short-term move alone. That's without even factoring in the massive catalyst that Shytoshi just hinted at. This kind of setup doesn't come around too often. We've got bullish fundamentals, we've got major insider hints, and we've got huge token movements happening all at once. It's almost like the perfect storm building quietly before a massive breakout. And let's not forget, every time Shiba Inu has had these moments in the past, the price eventually followed with explosive moves. The community is fired up, the developers are cooking something behind the scenes, and now even the big players are making moves. If Shytoshi delivers on what he's hinting at, we could be looking at a whole new level for Shiba Inu. So what just happened? Well, after being completely silent for almost 2 weeks, Shytoshi Kusama, the mysterious, brilliant lead developer of Shiba Inu, has finally returned to social media. And he didn't just come back to say hi. He came back swinging with some serious updates that got the entire Shiba Inu community buzzing. In his latest post on X, Shytoshi teased something absolutely huge. A brand new white paper that's focused on AI. This isn't just your typical update. We're talking about a white paper that could literally redefine how Shiba Inu will operate moving forward. And that's not even the end of it. Almost at the same time, Kal Dhairya, who's another top developer for Shiba Inu, announced the rollout of the L3 network on Shibarium. So now you've got major developments happening on both the AI front and the blockchain side, all at once. Shytoshi also dropped a little teaser about big news coming from Token Play AI, which is one of Shibarium's partners and apparently part of a much bigger AI strategy that the team has secretly been building behind the scenes for months. Months, and that tells you how long this has been in the works, and how serious they are about bringing AI into the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Now, if you rewind back a bit, the last time Shytoshi was active on X was way back on May 30th. And even back then, he was already dropping hints about how AI could be a total game changer, saying most people don't even realize how big it's going to get. He even changed his bio to say he was writing what he called his final white paper, exploring AI, Shiba, and Shy. And he made it clear. The Shiba Inu team plans to play a huge role in this upcoming new age. And here's where it gets really interesting. Every time Shytoshi goes quiet for a while, people start to speculate. But this time, the community wasn't even worried. They knew something was cooking. They knew he wasn't gone. He was building. That kind of confidence only comes when the community truly believes that something massive is coming. And clearly, they were right. Now let's talk about why this is so big for Shiba Inu, and why, whenever Shytoshi comes back after one of these long breaks, Shiba Inu tends to move. You see, when a project like this keeps building quietly in the background, adding layers, expanding its ecosystem, locking in new partnerships, it builds pressure. And once the details start getting revealed, that pressure usually explodes right into price action. Because now, you're not just talking about a meme coin. You're talking about an ecosystem that's integrating blockchain, AI, and real-world utility, which is exactly what serious investors start paying attention to. Historically, every time Shytoshi reappears after one of these silent stretches, it means one thing: something major is ready to roll out. And when that happens, the hype kicks in, the community rallies, new buyers come in, and the price usually follows. This isn't just hype, this is strategy. Shiba Inu is playing the long game, and moves like this are setting it up for potentially explosive growth. And we are actually seeing it now. Shiba Inu is once again catching fire, and the numbers are starting to back it up. Just recently, on June 11th, something pretty wild happened. On-chain data revealed that a jaw-dropping 2.6 trillion Shiba Inu tokens were transacted in a single day. That's not your usual day in the Shiba Inu market. This was the biggest spike in volume we've seen since the start of June. And whenever you see that kind of volume spike, especially that fast and that big, it almost always points to one thing: whale activity. And as we know, when whales move, they move for a reason. These aren't small-time traders trying to catch a few bucks. These are serious players shifting serious amounts of tokens. And whenever you see trillions moving like this, it usually means that volatility is on the horizon. According to Into the Block data, these high-volume whale moves have a habit of showing up right before the market swings. So when you see this kind of activity, it's like an early signal that something bigger might be about to happen. Now, to be fair, technically speaking, Shiba Inu hasn't fully reclaimed its major moving averages yet. Buying strength is still building, and right now, the price is still trading under those key trend lines. Short-term charts may still look a little bearish at this very moment, but here's where things get interesting. The timing of all this can't be ignored. This massive whale activity didn't just happen randomly. It happened right when Shytoshi Kusama returned with his huge announcement about the upcoming AI white paper and the next phase of Shiba Inu's evolution. You have whales moving trillions of tokens at the exact same time the Shiba Inu team is dropping massive updates. That doesn't feel like a coincidence. This could very well be one of those calm before the storm moments. The technicals might still be catching up, but behind the scenes, the pieces are falling into place. The developers are building. The whales are positioning. And the community is more fired up than ever. So now the big question is, are we finally about to see Shiba Inu skyrocket? Is this the setup before the next big leg up? Honestly, with everything that's happening, the AI expansion, the L3 rollout, the whale moves, Shytoshi's comeback, it's all starting to feel like the stars are aligning for something huge. We've seen this kind of build-up before in crypto. Silence, development, whale moves, then boom, explosive price action that leaves everyone in shock. If Shiba Inu delivers on everything they've been teasing, we could be staring at one of those massive breakout moments that people will be talking about for a long time. And if you're still worried about the future of Shiba Inu, you gotta remember what Lucy, the Shiba Inu lead marketer, said in her tweet. She said, "One day, you will tell your story of how you overcame what you went through, and it will become someone else's survival guide." And honestly, that hits home, not just for life, but for Shiba Inu itself. Because if you've been part of this community for a while, you already know. This isn't the first time Shiba Inu has faced ups and downs. It's had wild rallies, huge corrections, FUD flying around, but every single time it's managed to come back stronger. Right now, we're seeing a lot of building happening behind the scenes. AI developments, new partnerships, whale movements, and Shytoshi himself dropping bombshell updates. The short-term price might shake a little, but in the bigger picture, Shiba Inu is laying down the foundation for something much bigger. This isn't just hype anymore. It's becoming a full ecosystem, step by step. So yeah, if you're feeling nervous, just remember Lucy's words. One day, when Shiba Inu finally reaches those insane levels that we all believe it can, you'll be telling your own story of how you stayed strong through the tough times. And that story? It'll inspire the next wave of holders who'll wish they were here during these exact moments. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.